everybody, what is up? Ryan here, and today I'm bringing you my first PDF battle of the season. So today we're battling Shark Eat Yoshi. I was gonna do this live, but then my team didn't work, so I had to redo it, and then we just ended up not playing on the day of recording. That's okay. So this is my round 1, I believe. I don't actually remember. We're on round 3. One of my battles was forfeited. The other battle hasn't been done yet. And then so yeah, this is round 1. So long story short, his team was Ferrothorn, Clefairy, Talonflame, Kangaskhan, Mewtwo, and Dialga. Kangaskhan is Mega, Mewtwo is not. And this is what I brought. So if you haven't been following the new PDF, we've basically incorporated the new rule set for VGC 16 in the way of a point system where you battle to get points and you use those points to purchase Pokemon. This way everyone had access to things like the Primals and Mega Rayquaza to make it kind of fair for everyone. So it's a little bit different than a standard draft league, but hey, it still works. So looking at his team, I wasn't really sure. I'm not a big fan of Raikou. I have no idea why I drafted Raikou. You get 3 drafts in the league, and no one else can draft those Pokemon. So I drafted, I believe it was Togekiss, Gastrodon, and Raikou. Gastrodon because it's pretty good at stopping Kyogre. Raikou because again it's also pretty good at stopping Kyogre. Also Gastrodon's good against Groudon. And Togekiss because pretty good follow me user. I like the fairy flying. And I was going to go for a Rayquaza team, so flying with Rayquaza is always a pretty good idea. So, looking at his team, I figured, obviously I'm going to bring Rayquaza. I mean, he's got not a lot of things that I hit super effectively, because I have flying, I have Dragon Ascent, Extreme Speed, and Overheat. So I really only hit Ferrothorn super effectively, but it's strong enough that it really doesn't matter. And I decided to start off with Crobat because Crobat and Rayquaza is honestly probably one of the better leads of VGC 16. In my opinion, I think it's a very, very powerful lead. So he's going to start off with Mewtwo and Dialga. Now, I knew he wasn't going to Mega Evolve. I wasn't really sure what I should do here. I didn't really know the Mewtwo's speed. I didn't look it up, which is probably something I should have. But I also didn't know if that Dialga was going to drop a Draco Meteor on me, and I was pretty certain I wouldn't survive it. Again, you know, inexperience speaking, but hey, I was pretty sure about that. So I'm going to bring my Arcanine. Now, unfortunately, I messed up. This is the wrong Arcanine. I wanted one with Intimidate. This one has Flash Fire. So you're going to notice that that's going to cost me a lot, because I thought, you know, maybe this was a physical Mewtwo. Not really sure why it would be, but whatever. So I go for Tailwind, fully aware that he's going to kill my Crobat. There's no way around it. He was going to kill my Crobat. But that's okay. You know, I didn't really think I had a safe switch in for that anyway, so it works out fine for me. So I'm going to bring in Rayquaza here. Now, I do have the Tailwind up, so I'm definitely faster. So I'm trying to think, you know, is he going to stay in with the Ferrothorn? Is he going to switch out? Well, yeah, I mean, I have an Arcanine, and Rayquaza usually runs Overheat. So I'm pretty sure he's not going to stay in with that Ferrothorn, or if he does, he's going to Protect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Helping Hand boost my Dragon Ascent. I probably didn't need it. Actually, I probably did. But we're going to go for it anyway, and it's just going to one-shot this thing. I mean, it's Helping Hand Dragon Ascent. It's base 120, plus an extra 1.5, plus Stab. That thing was not surviving. So that's good. Now he does stay in, and he actually goes for Leech Seed here, which was a pretty good prediction on his part. He predicted me to predict him, and he ended up being right. Now, all in all, it really didn't end up doing too bad against me, because Leech Seed's really not that big of a deal. I'm okay with that. So what's going to happen here is I'm actually going to switch out my Arcanine. Now, you may be wondering, why switch out the Arcanine? Well, I didn't want to switch out my Rayquaza, because I'm pretty sure he's going to fake out the Rayquaza. And what I wanted to do was, even though I had Tailwind up, Kangaskhan can run Sucker Punch, and what I wanted to do is I wanted to bring my Togekiss, who has Follow Me, so I don't get the Sucker Punch and I don't get the Gyro Ball. The thing is if he Sucker Punched me and Gyro Balls me, my Rayquaza will die. I have lower defense, I have all that jazz. So, Tailwind up, that works out. He ends up faking out my Togekiss, which is really not that big of a deal because, again, I'm okay with that. Now, this was kind of an interesting play. I didn't necessarily predict him to switch out. I just realized that, hey, Ferrothorn actually poses a bigger threat to me right now. I know my Togekiss can take a double edge. I don't think my Rayquaza wants to take a Gyro Ball. Now, here's kind of where my plans sort of faltered. I didn't realize in the beginning of this battle that my Arcanine did not have Intimidate. So I'm sitting here thinking, I'll just eat up the double edge and then switch into my Arcanine. It has Rocky Helmet, it has Intimidate. That's going to work out very well for me. Unfortunately, I don't have Intimidate. So while the plan was very well thought out, it's not going to work for me. It's not going to work for me in the least bit, and that's a problem. So we're going to see a Flash Cannon come off here, and that will unfortunately kill my Togekiss. Now, Dialga is really strong. I'm pretty sure that thing's running a Lustrous Orb, I believe it is. I believe it's called the Lustrous. It's one of the orbs. You guys know what I'm talking about. But, you know, that's still not a bad place to be in. Now, here I think I make a bit of a misplay, but I'm going to protect. I should not have protected. My thoughts here were simple. He's going to kill me with a Draco Meteor and a Sucker Punch. I know it. I know for a fact. What I was going to do was I was going to close combat the Kangaskhan and then kind of work from there. Unfortunately, he does crit me with the Earth Power, and I don't believe I would have survived anyway. So, I don't know if it really mattered in the long run, and honestly, I don't think my close combat would have killed the Kangaskhan anyway. Also, a big part of that misplay was that if I did indeed want to go for that combo, I didn't realize that Extreme Speed would actually outspeed Sucker Punch. I kind of didn't think about that. It wasn't in my mind at the time. So, unfortunately, I could have just avoided that turn and actually done a lot to that Kangaskhan. I probably could have taken out the Kangaskhan. Not that it really matters. I mean, I would have gotten an extra 0.25 points. But that's okay. So moving on, we go into round 2. So yeah, Intimidate really did cost me, but I don't think I would have really come out of that. To be fair, I'm not really sure how I would have come out of that even if I had Intimidate. So let's just chalk it up to me having a bad play. So going into the second battle, I'm not entirely sure if the Crobat Rayquaza combo is working in the lead, but I do really like that lead, so I'm going to go with that. Now, he's going to start off with Clefairy, and I know the Clefairy is just going to go for Follow Me. I mean, duh. It's definitely going to go for the Follow Me. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to taunt it. No reason not to. Unfortunately, what I don't realize is that Extreme Speed actually out-prioritizes Follow Me. I don't understand why. Extreme Speed's +2 speed, +2. I thought that it would be Follow Me is like +3 or something like that. I guess I'm wrong. I didn't realize that, so I could have just Extreme Speeded the Mewtwo. I didn't even think about that. So that's misplay number 1. Now, he does go for the Icy Wind. It does miss my Crobat. It does hit my Rayquaza, though, and even though we're in the wind, it does do a pretty decent amount of damage. I mean, it is 4 times super effective and outside of the wind. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for the Tailwind. He's going to go for the Icy Wind. He's not going to hit my Rayquaza, but again, you saw the damage. You know, I mean, it wasn't a 2-hit KO. Even if it hit me, so it wasn't going to KO me anyway. I'm pretty sure Life Orb wouldn't have KO'd me either. So it's really not, you know, I don't think the miss was a huge deal. See, I don't even kill the Mewtwo here. And this is where I think I really, really misplay. I could have Extreme Speed. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, no. The misplay really was when I didn't realize Extreme Speed outsped Follow Me. I knew he was going to go for Follow Me. I didn't want to go for Dragon Ascent because it lowers my attack. And does it lower my attack? It lowers my defenses. That much I know. It lowers my defenses, and I didn't want the Mewtwo to one-shot me. So, I just Extreme Speeded the Clefairy. But had I realized that Extreme Speed was faster, as you saw by the damage, we probably could have 2-hit KO'd the Mewtwo with an Extreme Speed. So that's a little unfortunate. Now, I bring my Arcanine again, no Intimidate. That's really unfortunate. Not that it matters, because Mewtwo is very obviously special. And obviously Clefairy is pretty special too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Super Fang the Clefairy, because hell, I just need to. And I flare blitz the Dialga. Now it's not going to do very much. It really isn't. So that's really unfortunate. But, you know, there isn't really too much I can do. Then again, outside of the Dialga, there really isn't much that this Clefairy can do to kind of save him right now. It can't follow me. It's kind of stuck into Moonblast. He doesn't necessarily want to switch out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Super Fang the Dialga. And this is where I think I brought the completely wrong Arcanine, because I don't even KO the Dialga. Like, I know they're bulky. What did I bring? I don't think this is the right Arcanine for any situation. I don't even survive that. So somehow I either have no EVs, Dialga's just that damn strong. I don't know if there's another option, to be told, truth be told. But it's if I'm not offensive, I'm definitely defensive. So I don't know why I didn't survive that, but oh well. So he's going to go for Follow Me, and that's totally cool by me, because what I went for is very simple: Super Fang and a Dazzling Gleam. I actually Super Fanged the Clefairy because I was pretty confident that my Dazzling Gleam would kill the Dialga, and I was correct. So right about now is actually a pretty good opportunity for me. I really like this meta because it's very, very swingy. If you get a really good playoff after you get demolished pretty quickly, you can turn it around, and it's very easy to turn games. So now, as you can see, we've got a Mewtwo and a Kangaskhan. So here's kind of where we have to figure out. I have Quick Guard on my Crobat. I can block a Protect. The thing is, I don't really necessarily want to do that. My Dazzling Gleam can kill the Mewtwo, so that's something really important to note. I can kill the Mewtwo. My Super Fang is going to be very crucial in taking out the Kangaskhan. So I don't really want to go for the Quick Guard. I kind of just want to straight up go for the Super Fang onto the Kangaskhan and then a Dazzling Gleam. Now he's going to double edge my Togekiss, which is very good for me because I do indeed have that Citrus Berry, so I will survive this, meaning I will get rid of this Mewtwo. So that's fantastic. Now the Kangaskhan is going to go down pretty low, but my Dazzling Gleam won't be enough to take him out. So here's where I kind of make a bit of a decision. Do I go for Follow Me and guarantee that my Crobat gets a Super Fang off? Or do I just not and go for Dazzling Gleam? Problem with the latter is if he does target my Togekiss, I pretty much lose. But here's the cool thing. I was hoping Super Fang can't KO unless they're on 1 HP. But look at that. That is so 1 HP. I'm like, yeah, I crossed out the Kangaskhan. I was like, I won. It's not 1 HP. Oh my god, I was so close. My plan, my math, well, I wasn't really doing math, but I was just that close to being correct in my assumption. That freaking close. It does end up in a 0-0, so I do get full points for this match. For each KO you get 0.25. So if you win a match, you get 2 points, and then you get another 2 points. But since I didn't win the match, I didn't get that extra 2 points. But since I did KO technically all 4 of his Pokemon, I do get 2 points for that game, which is fantastic because you do lose points if you get 2-0'd in a set, and I did. So I lost a point for that, but I did gain some points out of this after all. So, I mean, like, they were really good battles. I really enjoyed them. I made a few misplays here and there. And bringing the wrong Arcanine just completely sealed my fate, because a lot of the plays I had revolved around switching in that Arcanine, getting that Intimidate off, or getting a KO with Close Combat. If I got that KO with the Close Combat on that Dialga, I most certainly would have done a lot better. Because I still would have had my Arcanine up, I could have swapped around and stuff. It would have worked really well, but it just messed up. And then the last play, the damage was just so close. I was so certain that I would get that KO with Super Fang. Very sad that I didn't. But either way, it was really good games. I really enjoyed them. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to catch you guys in the next episode.